So yesterday it was, today it's, what made the difference? We'll talk about that in just a minute. Hey everybody, welcome to Dirt Guy Drive Time, the show where I fly home from work like a great bat out of hell with a tail on fire and a hangover whilst talking to a camera. Boom. Oh, hey, it is October 2nd of 2019. It is presently Hump Day, Wednesday, and gotta tell you something, digging life right now on all fronts. Everything seems to be going well, and you're a big part of that. Oh, speaking of you being a big part of that, man, you know, I don't know why you guys stick with me on all this stuff, because quite frankly, I read the comments for these videos, but I procrastinate responding to them. I'm always so busy. And I don't know if I'm busy because I suck at time management, which is probably the case, or I'm just actually really busy. But, you know, I'm suffering from procrastination, so much so that my CPA, my tax guy, he sent me an email like Monday, I guess, about our 2019 returns. And I need to call him and answer a question that'll make the difference between a pathetic refund and a not pathetic refund. I haven't called him yet. He sent me an email today. He's like, hey, bro, what do you want to do? I'm like, I'm sorry. Oh, so anyway, don't feel like I'm just picking on you guys. Go over to It's My Railroad, that channel. Look how many times I respond to those comments. I so suck at this right now. No wonder. Anyway, we don't have to belabor that point. So anyway, some very exciting stuff today. I got to participate. Actually, I got to initiate my very first ever hostile takeover. Bum, bum, bum. That's right. So I got a contractor, my mechanical HVAC guy. And I think I've talked about him before. First, I think the dude's a stoner. The guy that owns the company. I think he's a stoner. And without being disrespectful, his crew, with the exception of one guy, they're all like parolees, drug addict guys. And I'm not being stereotypical. I just watched their interaction and everything. I'm like, hey, he's only got 3 of them. All right. 2 4-story hotels, 3 mechanical guys. And they keep screwing up crap. I mean, stuff we have the framers do and then do again, and it's terrible. So I started paying a little bit more attention because this guy really bothers me. He's a nice enough guy. I don't mean that, but as a contractor, oh my God. So I brought his foreman. I brought one of his guys, a guy that I can actually talk to that seems to be not having problems up here, okay? I brought him over with my assistant superintendent. I said, first of all, he goes, am I in trouble? I'm like, nope, you're not in trouble. I got no bone to pick with you. I prefaced by saying, young man, he's a younger guy. I have no problems talking to you, communicating with you. I see you're doing the very best that you can, but you appear to be suffering from any concrete direction from anyone. Who's your foreman? And he's like, So none of these 3 guys is designated a foreman, first of all. So they're just willy-nilly walking around. I said, well, where are you getting your direction from on what to do? He says his boss tells him what to do. Okay, a foreman is actually supposed to be on the job during all working hours, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. His boss checks in for about an hour once a week. So that doesn't work for me, baby. I said, so here's what we're gonna do, brother. From now on, my assistant superintendent is your foreman and I am your project manager. I don't give a crap what your boss says. We're taking over. Do you understand me? He's like, yeah. I said, 2 things will benefit from this. One is your company will actually get some real work done and not keep screwing everything up, because you're going to get real direction on what to do. We're going to know the plans, walk the job with you, and tell you what you're supposed to do. If your boss calls you or sees you and gives you direction, you bring it to us and we will decide if you're going to follow it or not. And I said, sidebar, I said, second thing for you, you got to know that if the Super Duper instructs you on what to do and it's wrong, you ain't got to worry about getting yelled at because the Super Duper told you to do it. So I sent an email to his boss going, hey, we're taking over, bro. Sorry, you don't have any qualified guys to run this job. I'm going to take over your company. I didn't ask permission, I just did it. And he sends back an email that says he works for me and he'll take direction from me. And I sent back an email going, nope, he works for you, but he takes direction from me. Those are my terms. By the way, you got 9 weeks to put your A team out here, and if you don't have one, I'm supplementing you with another contractor. Done. End of story. Tired of honking around with you, bro. He gets on the phone. Hey, you can't send emails like that, man. Why not, Eric? Oh, I just said his name. Sorry. Why not? You're not making it happen, bro. I'm taking over. You don't like it? Leave the job. I'll replace you. This is the way it's gonna be. So I tagged all my higher ups in that deal, and they're all 100% behind me. Now, here's the deal. I've never heard of a superintendent, duper or otherwise, hostily taking over a contractor before. I just did it. It felt so good too. I feel so empowered right now. Anyway, so that's part of the work front. Another part of the work front, I'm developing a theme, I think. I'm developing a story with characters. You know, we've got the jackhole, which I got a call from the jackhole again today. He's like, hey, why are you behind? You haven't even started framing the 3rd floor yet. What's going on? By the way, still on schedule. Nothing's changed since the last time we talked. And by the way, we're framing the 3rd floor starting tomorrow. What specific areas are you concerned about that you can't work in right now? You got a full crew here. They're working every day. Leave me alone. So the jackhole. We got the jackhole. We got the dragon lady. We got the cobra. The owner's rep. Got him. So like characters for like a story are developing. I think I decided, if you remember, I made a video, basically the Dirt Knight versus the Cobra. Remember that? I told you that story. I did it in Shakespeare talk, and no one approved except William Sullivan New Fenris Railroad. Who shall not be named? Remember that one? That was hysterical. Well, if I'm the Dirt Knight, if I'm a knight, I'm part of a kingdom. And I think the kingdom is Camelot. I've decided it's Camelot. That's just the way it's going to be. So my super high upper owner of my company, he's going to be King Arthur. I have decided he's King Arthur. Done. So there's King Arthur, there's the Dragon Lady. They're like the protagonists. I'm the hero, frankly. It's my story, baby. I can be whatever I want to be. I'm going to be the hero. And then I've got my fair maiden, the queen of everything. Oh, if she's the queen, she's going to have to be, we'll give her a better name. That fits into the story, people. And the Cobra's the bad guy. He's the enemy. And the Jackhole, he's like the Sith. What do you think of that? This is a great story. So I need more characters, people. We're going to start coming up with more characters for the story. I'm liking this idea. Hopefully you're in agreement. And then moving on to the 3rd thing. I've got 4 things to talk about, people. Oh, God. Whew. I'm talking a lot, huh? I'm pumped. Hostile Takeover. Who does that? I do. I'm losing my mind right now. 3rd thing, the votes are in. We've had 2 episodes dedicated primarily to the Mohawk, frankly, last 2 videos. And I think we've talked about the Mohawk enough. And so yesterday, I was talking to Cyndi Brown, the queen of everything, including my life and my soul. I was talking to her. I'm like, what do I do about the Mohawk? She goes, do whatever you want to do. I said, I need your input on it, baby girl. And so we narrowed it down to 3 possibilities for my head. In addition to like neurosurgery, which is probably necessary for the chemical imbalance causing my bipolar disorder. I'm not bipolar. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Oh, wait, I'm schizophrenic. Oh, that sucks. 3 things. 1, I used to have a shaved head. Go back to shaved head. 2, keep the Mohawk. Or 3, grow a full head of hair. Well, I'm narrowing it down to I can't really do 3. Number 3 is not going to work because I can't grow a full head of hair. I think as a 56-year-old man with like 30% of his hair follicles that come back, I think I'll just look terrible, frankly. And that might scare more people away. You know what I mean? I might scare my wife away, frankly. That doesn't work for me. Then there's the full cue ball, which I had for many years. And, you know, it's kind of edgy. It's kind of whatever. But I think it'll make me look older. It's like, look, who's that old bald guy over there, right? So I think I've narrowed it down to, we're keeping the Mohawk. Forget it. You know, it's my thing. It's my signature. It's my icon deal. I have Bitmoji thingers with the, I'd have to go change that. Nope, we're keeping it. So you people over there heavily swaying me towards keeping it, we're keeping it. Sorry, Sparky though had a good idea. Sparky 107. He said on my TraxMag show I should like raise money through super chats, and which means people give you money during chat. And then when I get to a level, I would shave my mohawk. Sparky, that was an awesome idea. By the way, keep those money-making opportunities coming. You know I'm only in this for the money, right? On all these channels. I have so many channels to feed my narcissistic desire to make money. Damn it. Anyway, mohawk is staying. End of story. And then it is an amazing thing to report. When I got home yesterday and I saw Cyndi Brown, my wife, it was an amazing experience. And you know, some of you are saying that's what happens when you're in love. That's part of it, clearly. And it's not the kind of love necessarily that you can touch or feel or see. It's just more like an experience. It's more like something within your core. I think it's hard to describe it, but it's very real. Not only that, there's this principle that back when I was a pastor, I used to sort of preach on occasionally, and I'm not going to give you all the theology and stuff in it because that's not germane to what I'm talking about. But I think two people in love like we are that already have a connection when they start out, I believe they grow together to form two halves of the same person. That's the ideal. I think that is not the intention of marriage. It sounds like it's preordained. I just think that's part of the goal of it for me, is for the two to become one. We become one person. That means we trust each other implicitly. We complement each other, and I don't mean like, hey, you look nice in that dress. We complement each other's strengths and weaknesses perfectly. We almost think the same thoughts perfectly. So the two souls, the two beings become one person. And so when one of those persons is gone, no matter how they're gone, by the way, or if they're just distant, like out of town for a while, there's a void there. The other half of me is not present in the room when I'm feeding the dogs, when I got to give love to the dogs, just something like that. When I got to do my laundry. I didn't do my laundry Sunday night because I was all honked up in the head. I don't know. But I did it Monday night, by the way. So anyway, that is amazing. But there's one last part of that that I'll just throw out there. You know, depending on the situation, the divorce of two married people can be very brutal emotionally, because even if you don't like the person and they stuck a pine cone in your relationship by screwing around on you or whatever, that tearing apart of that being that's grown together, I don't know that you can ever fully heal from that. The scars would be intense. It isn't with me. I am not unhappy at all that my ex-wife is my ex-wife. Woo! Not at all. But there's still some emotional just scars there that may never fully heal. So anyway, that is a whole lot of stuff to cover in one episode on my way home from work. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. I will try to do better with the comments. It may not happen, but I'm going to try. So until I see you tomorrow for the big pre-date night report, my name is Steve Brown, and go love on somebody, baby.